When it comes to personal finance, one of the most powerful goals you can set for yourself is increasing your cash flow. Cash flow is simply the money left over after you pay all your expenses. It's the breathing room that gives you the ability to save more, invest more, and live with less financial stress. In today's video, we're going to talk about practical, realistic strategies you can use to increase your personal cash flow, step by step. By the end, you'll have a clear roadmap you can apply right away, no matter what your current income level looks like. First, let's start with income. Boosting the amount of money you bring in is one of the most direct ways to increase cash flow. Think about your current job. Can you negotiate a raise or look for opportunities for promotion? Sometimes just asking the right questions and showing initiative can result in a pay increase. If a raise isn't possible right now, consider taking on a side hustle. Side hustles can range from freelancing, tutoring, or remote customer support, to delivery services or driving for rideshare companies. If you're tech-savvy, you might look into online freelancing platforms where skills like writing, coding, design, and even virtual assistants are in high demand. Another way to increase income is by developing passive streams. This could mean investing in dividend-paying stocks, creating digital products that sell online, or renting out unused space in your home. And don't overlook quick wins like selling unused items around your house. Platforms like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and local classifieds make it simple to turn clutter into cash. Now let's move to expenses. Cutting unnecessary spending has the same effect as making more money, because it increases what you keep each month. A great place to start is subscriptions. Many people pay for multiple streaming services, gyms they never attend, or apps they barely use. Canceling and used subscriptions can free up anywhere from $20 to $100 a month, sometimes even more. Next, look at your debt interest rates. If you have credit cards or loans with high interest, see if you can refinance them at lower rates or transfer balances to cards with promotional offers. Interest is one of the biggest money leaks in personal finance, and reducing it immediately improves cash flow. Another area is smart shopping. This doesn't mean depriving yourself, but it does mean being strategic. Use cashback or rewards credit cards if you pay them off in full. Buy in bulk for items you use regularly, and always check for discounts before making purchases. Even small habits like meal planning can save hundreds of dollars a month by reducing the temptation to eat out regularly. Debt management plays a huge role in your monthly cash flow. If you're juggling multiple debts, you're probably sending large amounts of money toward interest payments. Two strategies work especially well here: the snowball method and the avalanche method. The snowball method involves paying off your smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the rest. Once the smallest debt is gone, you roll that payment into the next smallest, and so on. This creates psychological momentum. On the other hand, the avalanche method targets high-interest debt first. By focusing on the most expensive debt, you save the most money in the long run. Whichever method you choose, consistency is the key. For some people, debt consolidation is also an option. That's when you combine multiple debts into one loan with a lower interest rate, which makes payments simpler and often more affordable. Budgeting is another essential piece. You can't improve what you don't track. One popular approach is the 50-30-20 rule. That means allocating 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. This structure ensures you're not overspending in lifestyle areas while still giving yourself room to enjoy life. Tracking expenses is also critical. You can use apps like Mint, Inab, or even a simple Excel sheet. By reviewing your spending, you'll often discover money leaks, those small purchases that add up without you realizing it. Another great tactic is automating your savings. Treat savings like a bill you must pay every month. By moving money into savings automatically, you remove the temptation to spend it elsewhere, and your cash reserves grow steadily over time. Taxes also affect your cash flow more than you might think. By optimizing your tax strategy, you can keep more of your money. Make sure you're claiming all the tax credits and deductions you're eligible for, such as education credits, business expenses, or home office deductions if you work remotely. Contributions to retirement accounts can also lower your taxable income, allowing you to grow wealth while reducing what you owe today. For more complex situations, it's often worth consulting a tax professional who can identify opportunities you might miss on your own. Building an emergency fund is another smart move that directly impacts your cash flow. Without savings, every unexpected expense, whether it's a medical bill, a car repair, or job loss, can push you into debt. Once you rely on credit cards or personal loans, your monthly cash flow takes a hit due to interest payments. Aim to set aside at least 3 to 6 months of expenses in an easily accessible account. This cushion protects your cash flow and gives you financial flexibility. Let's put this into perspective with a quick example. Imagine you earn $2,500 a month and spend $2,300. That leaves you with just $200 of cash flow. But what if you add a side hustle that brings in $300 more each month, and you cut unnecessary subscriptions worth $100? Suddenly your cash flow increases to $600. That's triple what you had before, and that difference can mean faster debt payoff, larger savings, and more investment opportunities. The key takeaway is that increasing cash flow isn't about one single action. It's a combination of boosting income, reducing expenses, managing debt wisely, optimizing your budget, and protecting yourself with savings. Each step you take builds on the others, and over time, your financial position gets stronger. So, if you want to increase your personal cash flow, start by picking just one area to focus on this week. Maybe you review your subscriptions, maybe you look for a small freelance gig, or maybe you set up automatic savings. Small actions add up, and before long, you'll notice your financial breathing room expanding. Remember, cash flow is freedom. It's the ability to make choices without being held back by money stress. The more you grow it, the more options you give yourself for the future. Whether your goal is to pay off debt, build wealth, or simply sleep better at night, improving cash flow is one of the most effective steps you can take. If you found these strategies helpful, be sure to start applying them today. The earlier you take control of your cash flow, the sooner you'll feel the benefits in your daily life. Your financial future begins with the choices you make right now.